Alright guys and girls, this is Bagofsoup coming at you with part 2 of our mid-range support series. And if you look on the bottom right of my hangar, I've got a Leo and a Fujin. That's what we'll be testing out here for part 2. Part 1 was the Russian Death Button Griffin and the Carnage Tridents and Zeus. Those are my favorite. And if you check out part 1 of this series, I will explain why there, so you can check it out. And part 2 we'll talk about the Leo and the Fujin and why they're so great. Number one, this Trident can outrange those RDB Griffins, so I can soften those guys up a little bit before they even come my way. That's one reason. The auto reloading rockets on the CRV pins is extra helpful, so we've got that now. And of course the huge hit points on the Leo is great just to last a little longer in the fight. Hopefully we won't get hit by this guy. We'll try and hit a few shots into him and run around that corner. So we've already taken out half that guy and barely been grazed so far, which is great. I love hitting guys around the corner before they can even hit you, which is real helpful to do some good knife fighting in these bots. So you can last that much longer. Let's see, we've got some guys around this corner we're going to need to nail. So if they come around this way, we'll be ready for them here. We almost can hit them right there if I just hit it right. So we're kind of reloading and waiting. And it's 2-2 on the beacons here. Let's wait for this guy to cross right back over and nail him. So this is a really good bot. The hit points are huge. It's pretty maneuverable for a big bot like this. And he can last in a firefight. He can knife fight with the best of them out there. And the extra Trident range will just help soften up a few targets. Let's go get our beacon back. And if these guys cross our path, we'll try to nail them right as they're coming around here. So this guy thinks he's coming to help his buddy. And then, blammo! He got owned right there and didn't even get to fire a shot off on me. So I'm going to try to get out of the way if he jumps up at me and watch out for his buddies there. So this guy nailed us pretty good, and if he tries to come around either corner to take a peek at the damage, I'm going to make him pay for it. Yeah, don't mess with me, dude. No, seriously, don't mess with me. No, I warned you, don't mess with me. So we still got half of our health after all that, which is pretty great. More than you can say for a Griffin, like that guy's running. So we're going to try to nail the rest of this bot and do some damage also into that ROG. We're kind of stuck on a wall, so let's back off here. Yeah, that guy can hurt us. So let's back off a little bit and use some terrain to our advantage and reload here. Hard to hit jumping guys, but looks like he's about taken care of here. Alright, that Griffin is still alive. Let's see if we can nail him right when he lands here. Ready, and fire. So once again, the Leo is pretty good. He does some cool stuff. He can, he's still good. Mine's still going, so he lasts quite a long time, which is great and very helpful. And let's see who else we can nail here. We gotta start capping some more beacons. I know that. But for mid-range fire, he does a pretty great job, and that extra Trident range is always nice at 600 meters. So we do have an Ancelot to deal with, which I'd rather not, but he's there, so we have to work on him somehow. And we'll see who this guy is running up. Let's see if we can catch him on this side while they shoot on that side. This is kind of a lower side, so it's a little easier to hit. Guys, maybe we took out half that guy's health or more. So that was great. We took a few shots, but man, this Leo is a tank, so he's lasted quite a bit. And if a mid-range hits us, well, we'll get a few shots back in. So we did pretty good there with the Leo. Dead City, you know, it's kind of a hard map that to use it on, and because the Griffin has the jump, and that's why the Griffin is still my favorite and most all-around bot. If you had to take one or the other, I would do the Griffin. But if for some reason you like the Leo for different things, the Trident and CRV pins is a popular setup, especially with the auto reloading rockets now and the extra hit points. He can do some fun stuff, and he'll last longer in the Griffin as far as taking hits. Now we're going to use our Fujin Tulumbas. We're going to talk about why that is cool. Not great against plasma, so let's back off around the corner. But he does have a built-in Ansel shield, which is really helpful. And it's not as user-friendly as the Carnage shield, which automatically is running all the time. You got to operate this shield, but it does regenerate faster. So there are some benefits to it. With all the splash rockets and mid-range bots out there, this is becoming a little more popular than it used to be because of that Ansel shield. And the Tulumbas having the auto reload is a huge deal. So now instead of waiting the full 18 seconds to fire, you can fire off as many or as little as you need to and then get back to reloading. So let's see if we can nail some of these guys here and get back to cover here. 3 Tulumbas can do some good firepower. Once again, you know, an RDB Griffin has about pretty much the same firepower and the jump. But if you want that little Ansel shield and extra help, is not bad. Let's finish this guy off around the corner. Just about got him here. Alright, he is gone. So close match here. We've been trading beacons, and we got to stay back from this 350 range on that guy. Plasma can kill you, and getting hit by too many rockets can also kill you. So let's try to work on this guy. And when his Ansel shield gets knocked down, perhaps we can help finish him off. They're going to make a run for center beacon, so we got to be mindful of that. So I'm trying to see who best to hit here. This guy is about gone, so we'll try and work on him. And I'm waiting for these guys to leave center beacon alone so we can make a run at it. Problem is this guy is not very quick, so if you're going to make a charge in, it's going to be the end for you. So we'll reload our shots, try to get this beacon and get out of here. We may die for it, but hey, we gave it a shot. Yeah, those Ansel shield guys are going to eat my lunch. But we did the best we could, and that was a risk, and we had to decide what was more important, you know, keeping the bot alive to show off or getting the beacon for our guys. So I made my choice. What we're going to do is get into the death button Griffin for close range combat and try to fend off some of these attacks to our beacons here, because we need every beacon we can. We're about to get a 4th, but we want to make sure we hold the beacons we already have. So I'm going to try to come around the corner and nail this guy. Oh, right. Good job. That was nice. So that really helped the team. And then I'm going to try to get to a position where we can grab center again and take some of these guys out. I'll work with this Galahad if we can, but he's got plasma, so he's not going to help me with that Ansel shield any bit. So the Mexico guys are doing great, though. I just got to help. I need some help to get through some of these Ansel shields first before I can really do what I need to do. And since these guys are all running plasma, I kind of need to save my bullets here. So I'm going to kind of wait and wait to strike here. Like, this guy's almost dead from just plasma, so there's no point for me shooting him. I'll go ahead. Oh, see, there's a Griffin I can just go ahead and target. Like I said, you just got to wait for the right thing to hit and let the other guys do what they're doing. So we didn't take much damage there. Once again, we really can't hurt that guy a ton. I'm going to go ahead and grab this beacon while we can. We just need it. So if this guy comes back at me, then we'll deal with it. That Leo is tanky, so we're going to try to hit him when we can get a good angle on him. And hope our back isn't going to get shot here. He got taken out. So let's see. Who do we have to deal with? At least it's an unshielded bot, whatever it is. We'll go check it out and see what we need to do. Be ready with our jump. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got to do this. This is just going to be so fun. Even if I get shot, I don't care. I mean, how often do you get to just take out a whole Fury in one volley? Dude! That was... I'm sorry, guys. That was just fun. Yeah, even if I die. Doesn't get any better than that. So, it'll help our damage, too. So, we're doing pretty well. The match is almost over. I'm going to just get into my Ancelot for fun. But I think that was it. We didn't get to fully give the Leo and Fujin a full match run there. We did pretty good with them, but we had to jump into some close range, which always brings up an important point. You know, we're trying to show off the mid-range bots, but no one is hopefully going to run an entire hangar of mid-range bots. Maybe 1, maybe 2, possibly 3, but 1 to 2 is a good number right now, maybe 2. And you have to know when to be in them and when to get out of them and when to go for beacons and so forth. So it's good when you have to show that off to people. Because not every match can you sit back in your RDB Griffin or your Fujin Tulumbas and just sit there the whole time. Like these guys. That guy up there with the Tridents and the Fury is not helping the team get beacons. He's just trying to survive up in the corner. So anyway. So that was that. And we'll see how we did. We did decent. We did decent there. I would have liked... We did great with the Leo. And the Fujin was pretty good too, but we just sacrificed it going for that center beacon. So it was a risk we had to take, and we did it. We probably could have sat back on the edge of that ridge and kept him alive longer, but we did it anyway. So of course, like I said, we're taking a look here at the Leo with Trident and pins, and I'm still getting some of those Tulumbases up on the Fujin, but just to give you an idea of what we're running. And of course, we'll try and run a second match here and see if we can show those two bots off again, and take a look and see what kind of map we get. Alright, well, we are dropping into Shenzhen here, and of course this is part 2 of our mid-range support series, and I'm going to jump into the Fujin this time just because we gave the Leo first shot last time. Now normally I would actually prefer to jump into the Leo first. I just like that extra 600 range of the Leo, but we'll try the Fujin out just to give it a better shot than last time, because last time we did decent with it until we sacrificed it to go for a beacon. So we took that shot to help win the match, which if you're in mid-range support, sometimes you've got to sacrifice a bot to help, and that's a good lesson. But we want to show off more of why this is a neat choice for mid-range. Now we've got a shield already set up next to us. We have that Carnage shield, but I'm putting mine up anyway, so now we basically have a double strength shield. And I'm trickling out my Tulumbas shots just because I don't have to worry about that. Now somebody's pushing us here. This golem. I'm pushing against him because he's trying to push us towards that plasma, other plasma golem. So we had to kind of fight back against that. We'll try and stay back a little out of that guy's range. One of the best things about splash damage is you try to hit people around a corner before they come back around the corner to you, and that way you can hit them before they hit you and save your hit points. So we're going to creep in on him because he can be taken out in one volley. So we're not too worried if he gets a shot off here. And of course we're going to switch targets to this guy and put our Ansel shield up again and send some shots his way. Let's switch back to the golem just because he would be a bigger threat with that Terran. So I'm going to put my shield down to move out of the way of that and then try to finish him off here. But make sure when you have your Ansel shield to reload it when you get the chance. Otherwise it's useless when you're trying to put it up and it doesn't have anything in it. So let's go ahead and put it up. It's charged. And then we do have a Death Button Griffin around that corner and a nice juicy Fury that we could try to take out around that corner. So this guy seems like a little mix. He's got plasma and rockets. So let's try and hit him, take him out, and then duck back around the corner. And of course we've put our Ansel shield up, and we're able to save ourselves from most of those hits there. I'm going to hit that Stalker while his stealth is down. Always a important thing. And we're still going here pretty good. I'm going to check my shield in just a moment to see if I need to charge it back up again and try to hit some of these guys around the corner before they can target me. And there is also a Galahad over here that we could probably do the same here. But we got to save our shots for when it counts. See if we can finish off that Fury. Almost. He's about gone. Nice. So we're doing pretty well with our Fujin. We have to watch out for that Carnage come around the corner because his Ansel shield would take a little while to bust through. I'm going to watch for it to be down like this and then try to take him out around this corner when he pops through. And just help out our Griffin buddy there. The last of that guy. So still doing well here. Once again, if you're going to hit guys, hit them around the corner right when they appear. So you're doing damage to them before they can really target you. I got my Ansel shield up. And notice how I can do a little corner peeking with my one Tulumbas here. And he's not doing really anything to us. Barely scraping us with a one Magnum. So just got to know when you're facing mixed firepower what to block against and what not. Let's see if we can nail this Rhino with a few shots. And put that shield up once again. And we can kind of hit him here a little more than he can hit us. So once he raises that shield up, then I'll move. Because he's got that Orkin and Magnums mix here. But we've already done great. If we lost this Fujin now, it would have been worth it. We'll put our shield back up because we've got a couple guys shooting at us. That was a great run with the Fujin there. And once again, it showed off why that Ansel shield can really make you last a lot longer in some cases than the RDB Griffin. Now, of course, the Leo I love right here because of the Trident extra range on that. Now he just shot, so if we can get to 500 range, we can help finish him off. But that Trident gave that extra first shot against him that he couldn't do against us, which was awesome. And then we'll try to hit this guy once again. Splash damage around a corner. Find the corner that they're going to and take him out here. Oh man, I love to see a lance with no Ansel shield, always. Let's help our buddy out here. Oh, too late. But we can soften this guy up before he gets to that beacon, because we need that beacon to stay back in this match here. So far doing good. The Leo is a little more maneuverable than some of the other heavies around buildings and objects. So even on Shenzhen, you can do some nice knife fighting with this guy. Oh, look at this. A beautiful, juicy, juicy rhino. So we're taking some shots into him and trying to finish him off. I think we smell blood in the water here with these guys. And once again, another lance that doesn't have an Ansel shield. We'll take it. Lances and rhinos and Galahads and such are just fodder for this if they don't have the Ansel shield. And hit, oh man, that stalker is going to come at us, and so we'll take the hits, but we've got the extra hit points to do it, so that's okay. He was a little out of range, but not now. So yeah, we'll get some shots into him. He's a fast guy, isn't he? All right. Oh, Galahads are always fun, and that Trident just packs such a big punch. We're about to use it. Didn't even get to because he was already dead. Now if this guy comes around either corner, we can probably hit him with the splash range. So let's see if we get one more shot to finish the match here. We did, but barely missed him. So I hope that was a good showing with the Fujin. Once again, it just has the 500 range like an RDB Griffin, but it has the Ansel shield to activate, which can really be helpful, but you got to stand still to recharge it, whereas a Carnage can just run wherever and not have to worry about that. But the Fujin shield's stronger, so keep that in mind. And like I showed you, when you're fighting mixed targets that have plasma and rockets, try to position yourself where you're blocking the rockets with your shield and the plasma's not hitting you. And then finally, the Leo's just great because you're outranging those RDB Griffins with your Trident. You got tons of hit points, and even though the Griffin has the jump and is better because of that, if you're going to use the Leo, it's better maneuverable around buildings. And if you're hitting guys around a corner before they can hit you, you're going to take out half their health. So if you're fighting a Galahad, rockets, or plasma, or with a Leo around a corner, you can take out half their health before they've even come around that corner. They may not even come around to try to hit you because they've taken so much damage. So I've actually done a lot of knife fighting around the buildings with this guy right here. So anyway, once again, in part one, I think the RDB Griffin is still the best and cheapest mid-range support. I think the Carnage is great with the Zeuses, and then maybe the Tridents next. But I think the Leo's the next cheapest platform for mid-range, because all you need here is a workshop paid Trident, and then of course the CRVs cost silver and the bot costs silver, so that's an easy bot. And plus you can customize the Leo with a bunch of mid-range and long-range options. The Fujin's cheap because it just costs the workshop points for the bot, and then the Tulumbas are silver paid also. And once again, before the most recent update, I probably wouldn't have used this, but with the auto reload, it really helps. Same with the auto reload on the CRV pins. So hope you got a good look at those two mid-range bots in part 2 here. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. But I've been using these guys all week to practice and have surprisingly had a lot of fun with them. And so it's not just that they're pretty decent, they're also fun to use. Anyway, if you have any comments, please leave them in the section below. If you like the video, please click like. And if you're not a subscriber yet, always subscribe. We got more content coming for you, and I'm working on part 3 of our mid-range support series with some other choices we haven't gotten to yet. So this is Bagofsoup, and I hope you have a great War Robots day.